Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jam and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is one I've been trying to figure out how to do for almost 2 years, actually. I thought of this right after I started my YouTube channel, which is about 2 years ago, just over now. I was trying to think of a way to incorporate all of the makeups that were all the rage when I first discovered YouTube. So like between 2014 to now-ish. And I struggled with it because there were so many things I never tried, because I was thinking, well, how about, kind of like a where are they now? Do these products stand the test of time? Well, I couldn't do that because I didn't try so many of them. And then I thought about, I couldn't figure it out. And then I saw Angie and Yelika Nyquist do a video similar-ish to this, using products that she hadn't used or had used, but, using again. And so then I was like, wait a minute, I could do that. I could purchase the things that I've never tried that were all the rage back in the day. And so I hopped onto Ulta and I just ordered the things that really just kind of popped off the top of my head, things that stood out to me. I didn't go back and watch old videos or really put too much effort into that piece of it because I wanted it to be organic. Like, these are things that I legitimately can remember people talking about, which means they were doing it a lot because my memory, not good. So if you want to see what I've got all over my face and hear my thoughts about them, we're going to get into it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, though, now is a good time to do that. I upload several videos a week. If you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new one, and then you can choose to watch it or not. No pressure. Either way, I appreciate you being here. All right, so I think I'm going to stop yammering because I'm going to yammer at you, and we'll get into it. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. Okay, so obviously today's video is trying out all the things that were all the rage back in the day on the YouTubes. I'm gonna start with foundation, and the one that I remember hearing about was the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 Broad Spectrum Foundation. And I think this is the shade that actually will fit me best. This is NC17, which is ironically what everyone was using back then. So this is what it looks like. I've never used a MAC foundation before. I did get some MAC products once in an AIA Beauty bundle box and really liked the blush, but not much else that I can remember. So let's try the foundation. I mean, everyone raved about this, right? And I'm going to be completely honest. I was terrified of trying this foundation like on camera and what that would end up looking like. So I did test drive it the other day. I did not purchase a Beauty Blender brand sponge. This is my Nakia Joy one. It looks disgusting, but I literally just washed it. She's squeaky clean. She's just stained up because I've used it. So we're gonna go in with some of this MAC in NC17. While I'm doing this video, feel free to comment below if you remember any of these things, or if there's anything that I missed, let me know. Maybe we could do a part 2. This was just something I thought about ages ago. All right, I'm gonna put my hair up real quick. All right, so I just got some on my brush, and I'm going to continue to move the hairs off my face. Just distribute this all over my face. Which, oh, I'm wearing white. Please don't drop the foundation brush. I'm not sure you have to necessarily do this. I just kind of like using this brush. And on camera, it's going to look really, really wrong, I think. Of course. I'm just gonna pat that out with my sponge. So I remember everyone talking about this foundation. MAC was all the rage. I mean, every YouTuber was talking about it when I first discovered beauty YouTube, which granted it wasn't a very long time ago. Quick intermission because I dropped my sponge, because of course I did. This little sponge does not want to stay on my desk at all for anything. I'm just trying to get a little more foundation out onto said sponge. This is a very thick foundation from what I can tell. So, oh, maybe it's just a bubble. I went in with the other side of my brush to get some out. I don't like to struggle. All right, I'm gonna blend that all over. Jeez Louise. I feel like this could be a bit of a thing today. I started dropping things first thing this morning, like, oh, good. Picked up 4 things and dropped 2. That's half, if you're keeping track. That's a lot. And then usually when that happens, it just keeps happening, which is so frustrating. Okay, that's all blended out. I think it looks really nice. Like I said, the color match isn't right. My shoulders are just red, and I think I can fix it with concealer and bronzer. I also did purchase color correctors so I can adjust foundation shades. I think I mentioned this recently in a video. So like in the bottle, it looks nice and neutral, even cool, because you know, NC, but it ends up looking more yellow on me. If you know why, let me know. Okay, so next we have concealer. I did do my brows already. I couldn't think of anything besides ABH for my brows, and I was not purchasing from ABH. So I picked up the Tarte Shape Tape. I've never used this. I don't know what it's gonna look like on my skin, but everyone was raving about it back in the day, so I picked up a mini size. I tried to get minis of most of what I grabbed because in case I don't like it, it won't be horribly wasteful and I can pass them on to people in my everyday life. So look at this. This is technically the Shape Tape Creaseless Concealer. They didn't have I thought this was the regular one, but I went back and checked and they don't have it in a mini. And like I said, I can't buy full-size products if I'm not very sure I'm going to like it. But this is really, really cute. So we're gonna use this as concealer and eye primer because, you know, back in the day, that's what everyone did. That feels horribly dry. Let's blend it out and hope for the best. I did try a new concealer the other day off camera just to like taste test it, and it was amazing. That video is coming soon because boy howdy. That looks really nice so far. I'm gonna leave it for a minute before I do the other eye so you can see what it looks like. It's 10:38. I'll give it like 2 minutes and then I'll come back and we'll look at it because right now, I mean, aside from it being super shiny, that looks good. What's happening? Okay, it's been 2 minutes. That looks pretty darn good. I am genuinely very surprised. I can't believe it looks that good. This is a very thick concealer. And I've always been afraid to try it because it shouldn't work on a more textured or wrinkly under eye. But this is looking really nice. I mean, it could be a completely different story once we try to set it a little bit with some powder, because that shiny under eye is not something I enjoy. But wow, that looks good. Also, not for nothing, it's not creasing on my eyelids. Okay, I think we should just keep moving because I may never get over this. For powder, there were two that I thought of off the top of my head. One was the Laura Mercier, of course, but I've tried that one and it's a fine powder. So I thought let's use the other one that I thought of, which was the RCMA, the original no color powder. Now this is humongous. I can't imagine, unless you are a working makeup artist, you would ever use this entire thing. So I'm gonna pour some out in the cap. I don't know, I've never used this. And though I didn't mention it, this is not an applying the products like they did back in the day. That's not something I think that I should do. So I'm going to apply these products the way I would now. So I just dipped in with my puff. Now, is that going to brush away? Ears open. Going for a little bit more. Get my nose. I also didn't prime my face. I've used or tried a lot of primers over the years, and none of them worked for me, and I didn't want to spend money on something I didn't think would work. That's just foolish. So I'm just putting this all over. I mean, it's doing the job that a powder is supposed to do. I'm not gonna do my under eyes yet. I'm gonna wait till most of the powder's off the puff and then just gently go in like I normally do. If it seems like I'm struggling today, it's because I'm wearing sleeves, so ignore that part. It's not creasing, so let me just tap under a little bit. There's still a little shininess. That should not look that good. And not that I'm like blowing my own horn, but for my under eyes to look that not bad, perhaps I've made a mistake being all, no, I'm not trying that stuff. Because here's the thing, I am slightly oppositional. Like if people are raving about a thing, I'm not doing it. I just feel like that can't be the way it is, which is the way it should be. Like if everyone's raving about something, it should be good. But we all know that's not usually how it goes. It happens with TV shows. It happens all the time for me. I am just oppositional enough that if everyone loves it, I'm not trying it. But I think I'm excited about these. I don't know if it's the powder and the concealer. That concealer is very, very nice. Holy moly. Okay, I need to stop because I will never, never get this done if I don't. All right, for bronzer, can you take a wild guess? Pause the video here and put it in the comment section if you can guess what bronzer I could have possibly thought of that was all the rage back in the day. If you picked the Benefit Hoola bronzer, you are the winner. Winner, winner, winner. This is, again, the mini version because I have a ton of bronzers. I've never tried this one, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me just grab my bronzer brush. I didn't get a contour. I don't think people were talking about contour back then, so I'm just gonna skip that step today. And we are just gonna bronze. So I've dipped in. That's very warm, but I don't think I'm mad at it. It looks really nice on my forehead. All right, I'm gonna do the neck and the chins because my neck is always white. Not a cute look. If you see me blinking a lot or excessively, as it were, there's something wrong with my contact. I tried to fix it once. I don't know that I was successful. All right, what do we think? I'm gonna just a little bit. It's very warm, and I almost think it might be better in the summer when I have more of a tan going. All right, I mean, I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. For blush, the only one I could really remember was Milani Luminoso. Everyone talked about that all the time, and I have it. I've used it a bunch. I really do like it and would definitely recommend it. But another one I thought was the ColourPop Super Shock blushes. I mean, I have heard so much about this, and though I don't love ColourPop and I don't really purchase from them much, I thought this would be a fair item to try. So we're gonna try this for my blush. I have, of course, tried other ColourPop products, but never a blush. And I'm just going in with the same brushes that I use all the time for my makeup. That's pretty. That's nice. I don't think it's, you know, blow your socks off fabulous, but it's very pretty. Okay, cool. All right, my eyelids are creasing a little bit now, which, I mean, they should have been very creasy. Okay, highlighter, do you have any guesses? There was really only one I could think of, and that was the Becca Champagne Pop. I got the mini version because it's available with Smashbox now, because as we know, Becca's gone out of business. I never tried any of these back in the day, so this will be my first time trying a Becca highlighter, and I'm a little bit excited. I mean, when you hear about something over and over, look how tiny and cute that is. It's fun to try it out. So, gonna go with my highlighter brush and just pop that on my cheekers. Okay, that's really pretty. Wow. All right, yay. Now I guess just do my nose and my cupid's bow like I do. And I've been putting it a little bit on my finger and using my finger to put some right here. I'm very wrinkly right there. So I used to avoid putting highlight there, but I don't like it on the bridge of my nose anymore. It just looks oily and gross to me, so I can't do that. And after I finish my eyes, we'll use this, of course, for the brow bone and inner corner probably, but I think I like that. Okay, the last thing we have for face before we do eyes is lipstick. And again, the first thing I thought of was MAC Ruby Woo. I've never tried this. I think I did get a MAC lipstick in that AIA box, but I don't wear bullet lipsticks, so I didn't end up trying it. But this is, what do the kids say? Iconic. So I thought, let's just get it and try it. Maybe it'll be amazing. And I have seen so many people use this, even like in real life. I know a lot of the ladies on the cruise ship who work there wear this, and they need that to last a long time. So I was like, I think this might be a win. So I'm going to apply this real quick. I have to get fairly close to the mirror, so I'm just going to come back once it's on and show you. Okay, that's the lipstick on. I didn't do a lip liner first. Normally I do, and if I put it on again, I would definitely wear a lip liner, but it's comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's gonna end up kind of creeping off of my lips and ending up at my eyebrows. So far, so good. For eyeshadow, there was one, and it's not available any longer, so I did have to modify my purchase and my decision, but I think this will work. And for eyeshadow palette, it was the Urban Decay Naked. Period. That's what everyone was raving about. So I did get the Naked 2 Basics, and this is, again, the mini version, because I have tons of neutral eyeshadow palettes. And this is what it looks like. It's very cute, very sleek, travel friendly. And the inside. So I figured let's create a quick look with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna speed through this part in editing and just whack on a quick eye look. Okay, that is the eye look. I used every single shade except this one, and that's where we are. So I'm going to show you the lashes that I chose, and then I'll go off camera, do lashes and liner, and then I'll come back and show you the final look, and we can talk about what I think. So the lashes are the House of Lashes Iconic. Because iconic, everyone was talking about these, and they do look really pretty. And my favorite eyelashes are the House of Lashes Allure Lights, so maybe these will be amazing as well. So let me go do that real quick, and then I'll come back and show you the final look, and we'll do all the things I just said. Okay, I'm back, and that's the look done and dusted. I really like these lashes. I think they went on super easy. I trimmed off like 2 little clusters, and I think they fit my eyes pretty well. They are very dramatic, which I'm also not mad at. Also, I did line my waterline with this brown LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner. This is in the shade Deepest Brown. I have 2 brown eyeliners from this line, and this one was the cooler of the 2. I think it looks nice. I like a brown liner a lot of the time. So let's run through the products and what I think so far. I really do like this foundation. It's not the best color, but like I said, I can play with it and add color corrector to it to make it match me better. And I think that will be a really nice foundation for me to use. I've been super loving the KBD foundation. So now I'll have 2 to play with. This concealer is still looking pretty darn good on my under eyes. I don't know that I will purchase the full size because of the new one I just got and am loving. But I can see me using this one up for sure. I definitely like how it looks on my under eyes, which not all concealers look good when you are 45. As for the RCMA powder, I mean, it's fine. I'll probably end up pouring some of this into one of my like standard powder tubs or whatever you want to call it. I have an empty one right now, so if I can get the sifter out of it, I'll just pour it in that and use it because I think it's very nice. It didn't look too heavy on my skin. It's looking fine. And I'm not like super nutty about powders. I think for the most part, they're similar or setting powders anyway. I think they pretty much all do the same thing. What's next? Where's the bronzer? Bronzer. Oh, there you are. The Hoola bronzer is fine. It's a little warmer than I like, kind of more orangey, but perhaps in the summer when I am more tan, this could work. So I'm not mad about that. The ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush thingy. Oh, this is called Growth Flirt, if you're wondering. It's fine. It's nothing to write home about, but I don't hate it. Will I reach for it on the reg? Probably not, but I'm not going to get rid of it right now because I don't dislike it. So maybe I'll end up reaching for it more. Who knows? But I'm not mad at it. This highlighter though, I really think that's pretty. I think it looks very pretty on my skin. Yes, it adds texture. My skin is textured and we all know highlight brings texture out. It's fine. I'm 45. My skin is textured, but it does look really, really pretty on my skin, I think. And I did use it on my inner corner and my brow bone just a little bit. It's a warmer kind of color. I don't know if I even said this is in Champagne Pop. So maybe it doesn't go perfectly with the eye look, but I think it's pretty. And the lipstick, I really like this. It's super comfortable and matte, and I would definitely use a lip liner first, but I always use a lip liner. So I should have, but I wanted to use this straight up just to give it a first impression try without modifying any of it. I just said I like the lashes. So the last thing we have to talk about is this eyeshadow palette. This is the Naked 2. Let me get it open. I used every shade except, well, no, I used a little bit of this one on my lower lash line. This is fine. So not worth drugstore prices. The little e.l.f. 4-pan eyeshadow palette, way better. I think almost anything else I've tried is equally as good as this or better. This was just fine. And I don't even think like in a pinch you could grab this. It's expensive for in a pinch and for what it does. So I'm literally wearing every single shade on my eyes, and you know, you're not going to get different looks with this. If you like one look out of your eyeshadow palette is something very basic and very easy, go with the e.l.f. The truffle one would give you this, and it's got a couple of shimmer shades in it. So I think that's everything, right? I believe so. So please let me know if you want a part 2, if there's anything that I should have used that I missed. Like I said, I did keep this to things I've never used before. But if there's anything you're interested in my opinion on, leave it in the comment section. I'd take a whack at it for sure. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.